I get this. In America, we have what's called a civic duty. A civic duty, to be a good American, you have to do your 5 minutes of your civic duty. And that's what I did. Enter politics or enter the political arena on Facebook. Now, because of my politics, which indeed is what would Jesus do in politics, that I transferred my faith into political issues. An example of that would be artificial infertilization or whatever, that they do the eggs, they freeze the eggs, fertilize eggs, and they inseminate a woman to get her pregnant. Now, as far as a Christian belief, many Catholics believe that life begins at conception. That's when the egg is fertilized by the sperm. Now, in regards to artificial insemination, they freeze eggs. They freeze like 20 to 50 of them, and they put one egg in a woman, hopefully that egg would latch on to the lining of her uterus, therefore to get nutrients to get to be a child. They often don't work, so they keep fertilized eggs frozen. They thaw them out and they inseminate a woman to see if she gets pregnant. Now, one of the issues is if indeed Yeshua Party is for Catholics and Protestants and Pentecostals and Baptists and it's for Christians, then I have to work in there faith of all realms. Now, if you believe that life begins at conception, those frozen eggs, they would discard them if the woman gets pregnant. They would destroy them, throw them out. That's human life to many Christians. You're killing human beings by destroying fertilized eggs? You murderers. Now, so we're against it. That's how I did my politics. What, and in regards to faith of varying degrees, how would I work that in there? Of course, it would be for birth control, right? I worked it in there that, in my area, that birth control, I had to go by the lesser or the more. If someone says, well, my faith says my wife can take birth control, that it's okay. It's preventing the fertilization of an egg. And that's not murder. So I'm like, okay, right. So technically, okay, stretch it out, even though there's some Christians that say you can't be God. If you have sex with your wife, God has the right to get your wife pregnant. He has the right. You can't take away his right to do that artificially or through pills, right? Some people believe that, but I have to go with other people's faith that sometimes they believe that they could use birth control. And I concluded it's not murder to not allow the fertilization of an egg to occur. So I would have to rule in that scenario that if the righteous will live by faith. So birth control can be legit in some Christians' faith to use. I had to side with that. But the abortion pill, where a fertilized egg is destroyed chemically through the abortion pill, now that is outlawed in the Yeshua Party. You get it? So anyway, I translated my my religion into politics. My politics is my religion. I have the free exercise clause of freely exercising my religion. Now, with that understanding that I was online doing my politics, they would, of course, unilaterally in racketeering and collusion, take away all of my ability to do politics, to enter the arena. Because let's face it, I walk down 4 or 5 different streets in Ypsilanti knocking on the doors. Now, I can talk to 50 people in a day, going to the doors, something like that. 100 people a day, whatever. But one video by AOC can reach millions of people. How can you compete in politics unless you have the internet? So they're taking away my civic duty, my civil duty, ability to enter politics, and my free exercise clause, therefore, of my religion, the free exercise clause. So I got furious. They wouldn't allow me my free speech, which indeed is by the constitutional, my free speech of doing my politics. They again colluded and racketeering on all platforms: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Do not let me talk to people and interact with people and do my politics. I put videos out there kind of so that I can get back to them. You know, it's like filing for me, even though I'm not getting interaction with people. It's practice for me doing politics like I'm right now. Even though I'm not interacting with people, I'm practicing by being articulate, learning to be articulate. As far as my rights being taken from me, that I want to I got angry at them not only taking away my constitutional rights, free exercise clause, free speech, my life, liberty, and the pursuit to find a wife. Because let's face it, I have a giant scar in the back of my head. I have schizophrenia. I'm in Debbie Dingle district, where they used to love Obama, and I'm not the biggest Obama fan. It would be hard for me to find a date. I've been born again 2 decades, and I haven't went on one Christian date with a woman. Not one date. I'm a born again virgin of 2 decades. So, I need the internet to life, liberty, and the pursuit of finding a date. Because maybe in another district, another county, there's a woman that would adore to be with me, but maybe not in Debbie Dingle district. So that's why I need internet. Now they refuse me, and they wrong on so many levels. They knew with their data collection, they know that I have addictive personality. I love sugar. I coffee. I drink beer every once in a while. I have an addictive personality. I used to smoke cigarettes. I just stopped. I have addictive personality. They know it. And the federal government understands these things. What do? They plastered my social media that I wasn't allowed to talk to people on. They plastered it with child porn. Plastered it for month after month after month. I tried to call Tim Wahlberg, Debbie Dingle, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, FBI. I called them over a dozen times. I called Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department. Nobody wanted to help me. They all wanted to be jackasses and start an argument and hang up on me. So they tried to get me addicted to child porn. I'm furious. And not only that, but they give me this bullshit thing of CRT, critical race theory. It's about white people being racist. Well, I'm a Jew, and I tell Jerry Clayton, the Washtenaw cops, I want a complaint filled out. I'm a Jew, and CRT and white Zuck and white Dorsey, Jack Dorsey, will refuse me my free speech, my right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, my free exercise clause. I want a report done, a complaint done, saying that big tech has taken away my constitutional rights and my human rights. They ignored me. No, we don't do anything to big tech. No. They ignored me. I'm upset on many different levels. I can't find a date. I can't do my politics. They fed me child porn and got me thinking about little boys and shit. I go up to the Kroger, and I'm mad as I'm upset. And this cop beelines for me and attacks me, grabs me up and arrests me for, I guess he said, trespassing, when he knows damn well that they abused the fuck out of me all these years.